Welcome to the weekly Roundup, Part 1. You've reached Talking with Dr. Terry 180 Seconds to a Better You, message number 524. Tim started things off with two quotes. Smooth seas never produce skilled sailors. He really wanted to get me to say that, I'm sure. Anyway, the second one was growth and comfort can't coexist. He also said it's been shown that kids who are spoiled or have not had much adversity when growing up have a more difficult time dealing with adversity later in life. Karen talked a lot about the power of words in general and how then it's not surprising that they hold power when dealing with pain. Ramona was interested in other ways to address or neutralize the pain, and I'll talk about these as we go along in our journey into the brain. Karen said she's working on taking difficult times and turning them into something lighter. She also acknowledged that looking at ourselves is painful, and she said that many of us spend a lot of time talking about things that just don't matter much, and that others obviously don't listen then because there's no payoff for them. All totally understandable as it's human nature. We have to communicate in a way that people feel there's value for them. I've learned that a lot in memoir writing. People are only peripherally interested in what you went through when they think something you learned can help them. Debbie said something profound. She's been doing introspection and found a trait that she has. She said she wouldn't want others to do that to her, so she shouldn't do it to them. That is profound, and that's what it's all about. Frank said he's written a lot on the concept of the unexamined life is not a life worth living. It's funny that I just did a post on this quote. But anyway, he reminded us that great things often come from a place of dissatisfaction. And it's also interesting when you work on yourself, the people around you suddenly seem better too. Melissa said it all needs to start with teaching self-reflection at a young age. Self-reflection is a critical part of the learning process. She also recommended a podcast called Think Fast, Talk Smart. And I guess it's about public speaking. I've looked into it, but I haven't listened to any yet. The host talks about communicating with greater clarity, confidence, and impact. Aaron mentioned that 10 years ago the concept of the 360-degree review process came into leadership. He said that it meant that as a leader you give the employee a card to fill out on them. Aaron also said that the first question he asks himself when an issue happens is, where do I have responsibility in this? Where did I not make a decision? Where did I not set them up for success? He reminded us all also not to get down on ourselves, but to learn from these things. And you should listen to his Growth Instigator hotline. Lee said something also profound. She said interrupting is cultural, but she also said that she used to tape her entire lesson and then play the tape in the classroom so that she could truly observe the students' reactions, and she could stop things when there was a question or seemed to be a question or clarification was needed. We'll finish up with the rest of this tomorrow. Have a diamond day, everybody.